Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Ostranauts, and we are doing a Let's Play. We hit this ship in the last episode, and we found some bodies, specifically Faith and Blake, and we are currently investigating Blake's death. He worked for Automnaway, is where we need to report it, or see if we can find somebody. But first, we have some work to do on this ship. We leave our thoughts for the folks that were dropped, but we have to survive too. So we're going to go ahead and do some orders here to uninstall equipment, and we're going to be taking a lot of it with us, is what it comes down to. We're going to do that. These are all going to come with us. Oops, we're uninstalling bins there as well. That really wasn't my intent, but it'll serve for now. That might be all of it. I have my happy cart with me to save us some time in the long run. And we're going to do that and then tell him to get going. And there he goes. Now, of course, we'll have to come back and pick all the stuff up after he does his thing here. We'll just run around and make that happen. He's done. That was pretty quick. So let's, we got to be in the inventory screen for that to work. But I was going to do shift click, and when you do that, it will pick those things up for you, which is fantastic. I guess we could take that bin with us. It won't hurt anything. And that one. Don't need the trash, I don't think. Probably don't need the trash. Was it trash? I guess it wasn't trash. So there we have it. That had a friction stirrer and a motherboard in it. That's good. This one had a Ripley and a screwdriver. All right, well, let's see. Whoa, we're going ahead and hold on to this motherboard. There we go. Let's click over here and shift click here and here and here. All that stuff getting tossed on our cart. We can't quite get that one on because spacing. So there we go. Move that around. There, our cart is now full. Let's bring it back down here. See if there's anything else we're going to want to grab. I think that might do it for this one, but take a quick peek just to make sure. We can move around a little easier now, though. Were there thrusters? We already got the thrusters, didn't we? Maybe not. It's got to be thrusters, right? What kind of ship doesn't have thrusters? Nope. Looks like if we didn't get them, there weren't any to get. I'm thinking that this is our second trip to this one is what I'm starting to maybe remember. Did we come up here once before and then we were coming back to do the investigation? That might be the case. That's probably going to end up outside. Oh, it didn't. Okay, well, we'll pick that up. If I can. Yep, there we go. Pick up, drag. There you go. Slow that back down, set it there. I know we looked in here, I just don't remember what was in it. Food and, well, drink actually, all drink. Okay, and there was there one more? Oxygen or something? Nope, okay. Well, I think that's everything then. There's a thruster. I knew there had to be thrusters somewhere. Uninstall that bad boy. One more over here. They're just good value is what it comes down to. They're easy to fix usually. Just need a motor or something like that. Generally, let's just see if we can repair him. He had to get something. He had to get a few somethings, it looks like. But he's now working on it and will be in good shape there. How's this one? This one is in very good shape, so that's good. As soon as he's done repairing that one, we will uninstall this and then be on our way. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We're going to mark these for haul, just so I don't lose track of any of them. And we're paused. That's why he won't actually go do it. There we go. And I think that's everything. I'm going to escape out of there. Auto task him, let him get it done. He's just going to drop them here. That's his thing. Do want to go back and make sure nobody had a backpack. I don't think we found a backpack on him at all. It's a little unusual. Usually you'll find backpacks on the folks that are when you strip them down. So, well, we didn't do that with this one. So there's a backpack and a PDA. Did we strip him down? Looks like we might have because he is in his undies, but I guess not, unless I just didn't see that until just now. So we will pick these up. Could be good stuff on those. Let's take a look in here first. Full water bottle. Okay, well, I guess we can take that with us. It's not going to hurt anything. Backpack. Pick it up. I'm going to have to drag it. That always cracks me up. Yeah, we do have this pump here too. I missed that. So let's go ahead and get this bag out of the way. There it is. The dragged bag. All right. That'd be a great inn name, wouldn't it? For like a fantasy world or something. And where is it? Come on. There it is. Pick that one up. Carry it home. It's another treasure for you. We'll draw. Come on, really? I have to say, I feel like it's been doing that a lot to me. Just as I start to click, the mouse moves. It's probably just my technique more than anything, but there you have it. Okay, so this one is done. I think, are we in vacuum and temperature and all those fun things? Looks like we are. Is this empty? No, just not. Oh, we don't have I bet we don't have a regulator yet, do we? Yeah, we don't have an N2 alarm. Need to get one of those. We'll get there, just not there yet. And then let's go ahead. Inventory, that's our food. I haven't labeled these, have I? There we go. I don't remember when we grabbed those. That's great, though. We have a couple more backpacks. Good. I think we dropped this suit in here. This helmet. Where are his clothes? They're not in his backpack. You know what? The other thing we can do here real quick is let's go ahead and unlock these. Skilled in hacking. There's one. Here's the other. And there we go. So we have those unlocked. Clothes weren't in here. Got to be here somewhere, right? Go ahead and drop these in there, though. And these. That's the one we just dropped off. Pretty sure. Yep. This one. So what did I do with his clothes? Am I missing it there? I don't think I am. That's parts. I can see that. That's components, conduits and switches. Inventory crate. Wasn't in those. I don't know. I'm not sure what I did with his clothes. I'm probably just missing it. Oh, that bag right there. That's going to be it. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. A little bit of a detour. You're all probably pointing at your screen going, it's right there, right there. Kind of like the old movies when somebody was behind the door, you know, and you're like, don't go behind the door. Don't open the door. Whatever you would yell at the screen, you know. Did really used to happen, folks. Sometimes it's hard to really imagine that, but yeah, it has been known to happen. My brother insists that when he saw Rocky in the theater that people were cheering the fighting scenes as though they were actually at the match. I always thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's see. Well, we are way out here. We do have some space. Maybe we should go ahead and hit this other one real quick now that I've completely changed clothes and, you know, all that, but maybe wouldn't hurt to at least identify it, figure out if it's something we would want to look at in the future. My luck, it'll have 6 pirates on it and it'll be game over. Did it undock? I guess it did. I didn't hear it. Okay, nonetheless, we're moving now. So we're going to go to the right. I'm going to speed up time just a little. There we go. Slow things back down. Let's go check this one out. Get to it. Not bad. Lower that cross. Not bad. Okay, we're 12 kilometers out. That is nothing in space. That'd be dangerously close, honestly. But in game terms, you know, it's a 4 or 5 minute trip. And closing in on that. Got a nice moderate velocity right now. Temperature. Nice moderate velocity, so we don't have to be like screaming on the decelerate button. There we go. And we're under 50 now, which is where we want to be. And then let's just get it lined up. There we go. Wrong way though. Oh, that's not bad at all. Take that. That should get us there. And boom, come on. It's gonna be a medium. It's a Titan Max. Prime mover and shaker. Okay, so one thing I've learned, here is a quick tip for you. If there's pirates on this ship and they're really active and wanting to come after you, sitting there on this screen can be extremely dangerous. This one right here. Like, you know, I a lot of times, okay, I'm docked, yay, and I'll talk, you know, or I'll tell you what my plan is. I can't see what's going on the screen. Maybe I could see something happen right here if they walked by. And a lot of times I'll also come in here and say, what kind of ship am I looking at? And sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. Lately, it's been less that you could tell what kind of ship you're looking at. But nonetheless, I come out here and boom, a pirate is stabbing me in the neck. That's never good. So do be mindful of that. It is a possibility. And there is an EVA battery charger, which is, we did pick one up last time. Okay, I do remember that. Here it is. Is it installed? I guess it is. Has an inventory. It's installed. Okay, good. Charging those up for us. Excellent. All right, so back to getting our clothes. I guess I'm not seeing any activity here. I'm going to kind of hope for the best. We'll go ahead and put on an EVA suit. We do have 2 of them now. That was another little thing we noted there. It was in that other box, but we do have a second EVA suit. In fact, I left it there, didn't I? Okay. Well, see, that's the kind of day it is. Take these off, put that in there as well, and then come down here to where this guy is, because he is where the suits are. Get those on, or one of them anyway, not both of them. No charge. Okay, be mindful of that. I think it's lying to us. Maybe not. Okay, so we're going to want to first thing, come over here, get a battery. Oh, there's nothing on this suit. Okay, well now we have battery, but we don't have oxygen. That's never helpful. Take that helmet off. There we go. And not a lot of pressure in this guy. Okay, folks. Full disclosure, we had a little mini emergency here with one of our animals. I had to abruptly jump out of the game. Thank goodness for autosave, which has been introduced in, I think, the last year or so. And so it's actually many, many hours later that I'm stepping back into the game right now. And I don't fully remember what I was planning on doing. I know we had the suit didn't have all of the parts. And so I think what I was doing was getting ready to do that and then come out here and see what we can find. So that's kind of my plan. And if this is otherwise a little disjointed, I do apologize for that. We've got a very sick dog suddenly, and we're not quite sure what's going on. And we'll just leave it at that. But I overnight didn't jump back in the game as we were dealing with some issues. So sorry about that. If this is really rough, maybe nobody will even notice and they'll be like, just shut up and keep playing. And I would fully respect and understand that. So I don't think I had anything in here. I'm looking for the carbon scrubber, I think is where I kind of was sitting. And I might just have to grab one out of the other suit. It looks like that is going to be my best plan. And I think what I'll do, just so I don't completely mess up, is grab these. There we go. And hopefully just remember to grab the right suit next time. I'll put it on top. You know what? Actually, maybe even more obvious to me is if I do that. That almost looks a little obscene, doesn't it? Maybe I should. Maybe we should change that around some. But we'll go like that. Make it look like a nail that's getting ready to be slammed into the ground. All right. So we have our suit. It looks like it is good to go. We have, I think, everything else we need up here. And I put some lights on him, so that's good. And we'll toss that helmet on, make sure that battery is good. Well, the battery, the oxygen is extremely low, isn't it? So we are going to swap that out. And we're not going to drop that right here. We're going to, can I put it in his hand? Okay, we're going to put it in his hand so I remember to refill it. I am really bad at refilling these things, by the way. I almost always blow them up. And so I'm going to need to work on that a little bit. Honestly, I have found it more effective for me to just buy 10 of these and go through them as needed. So, but you can fill them. I think I just don't have the patience, honestly, is what it comes down to. But we'll see how this goes. So as I recall, we just got to this ship. We were kind of going to head home because we had a little bit of haul here, not a lot. We did find a Hydra, but there was another ship nearby, and I thought, well, let's check it out, see what it's got. And it turns out it was a nice ship, and we're just now looking at it for the first time. And I think we had a little discussion on pirates and whether or not I needed to worry about there being pirates here. And it didn't look like it. So that, I think, catches us up over the last few minutes of what I had been talking about. And again, very sorry. I try to prevent those kinds of things from happening, but this was kind of unavoidable. So, all right, we'll finish this up by doing a quick cursory search around the place and see if there's anything we absolutely must take with us this time, which would be almost impossible because I can't imagine a circumstance where there's something we must take, but nonetheless, I don't quite remember the layout of this ship. Oh, okay. Now it's making some sense to me. Yep, there we go. So these have the cargo holds. I love the cargo holds. I'm going to end up stealing some of these cargo holds maybe instead of buying them. And these huge racks, love those. This is going to be a great ship. So I'm going to see if we can use that note feature and go back and make some notes to, hey, this is an awesome ship. Go grab it. In fact, maybe this is a ship we look into buying in the future as a derelict. Just leave it alone completely. Get the name down on paper somewhere. See if there's anything we really, truly can take with us. So if that's the case, I would probably want to leave the reactor, at least for now. Maybe that could be an interesting side venture, I guess, is seeing how that would work. I have bought derelicts. I've never identified a derelict and then gone and purchased it with intent. I have stumbled across some where it's like, oh, I think I was on that one. It was in good shape. But I've also never restored a derelict to completely flight-worthy condition and taken on that aspect of the game. So that might be something to consider as well. Let's come back down here and just take a quick note of what is going on here with this ship. Of course, I didn't take my helmet off and all that fun stuff. So this is the prime mover and shaker. Let's go home and go to notes. All right. Looks like those kept. Prime mover and shaker. Large ship. Good candidate to buy and refit is what I'm kind of thinking. And needs work. Yeah, there will be plenty to do on this ship if we choose to do that model. Generally, I've kind of built a ship, flipped it, built a ship, flipped it. I haven't really taken the time to buy a ship and then have two ships that I'm working with regularly, where I'm maybe like restoring one, like my cousin Andy does with the car in his garage that's been there literally since before I was born. And that's literally, that's not a joke at all. He's been restoring an old Model A, I think, for, well, more than 50 years. Anyway, let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and head home, though. So we took notes, and that was kind of the point, is we were like, well, let's see if it's worth coming back to. And it is. It is worth coming back to, and we'll make some decisions on how to proceed there in the very near future. I think this is where my clothes are. Nope, cancel. I got to the floor on accident. There we go, tote. And excellent. So let's put our helmet here, and we'll put the suit in there. Get all gussied up to head back to the station. And yeah. Okay. I'm going to put the battery here on the floor right there, and we're going to try to restore that, and we'll toss it in our EVA battery charger. Otherwise, we're going to head home. Dock info, request clearance on dock. There we go. Backing away ever so slowly, and okay. I think we can go this way to get around that ship. There we go. We can see the outline of it now. Start to give ourselves a little bit of forward. I could go ahead and select the base. Get that all ready to go. That should be it. Yep. Get our bearing aligned. Not bad. Still need some vertical. Not quite clear of that one yet. Are we going to go right through the other one? I think we'll miss it, but I think we have to start going now. So slowly accelerating, and I think we can start to bring that around this way. We're clear. Okay, and 14 minutes out, give us a little time to do some repair. And restoration, I guess, right? Restoration. So thrusters, we're going to want some thrusters. We've expanded the cargo hold. I would like to expand it again to twice the size, and I also want to start building out engineering. In my fun playthrough, I started to try a different arrangement here where I kind of built a second, I guess, you know, this is a main hull. I started to build a second main hull here, and I was going to do a third, make it look like a big capital or big M, I guess. I don't know, though, if I like wasting the space in between. I haven't decided yet how I might want to work with that. The other idea I have worked with in the past is like making a service corridor that's kind of meant to only hold like the tanks and things like that, the pumps and other things where you basically, it becomes a little walkway between some major sections. You seal them off with the hatches as opposed to doors. And but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do or not. So time will tell. That is probably us passing by the other ship, but I want to make sure. Yeah, that's all that is. So we will clear that proximity alarm. And let's see, we are still on a really good bearing. We could stand to slow down that drift just a little. There we go. I'll take that. And yeah, let's get back to it. He's not auto-tasking. There he goes. Ah, yes, fixing up the Hydra. We'll want to sell that. I don't think we need 3 of them. Uh-oh. The Halverson power tool is low on power. So that might be it for us. Let's go ahead and jump back over here. So again, I make an engineering wing, and that would eventually house a reactor as well. And then I make a kind of a crew quarters wing. That's my idea. And then maybe we expand this out, make it look like one of those hammerheads in Star Sector. That might be fun. I hadn't thought about trying to design ships to look like ships in other universes. That could be an interesting little spin on things. Okay, we do not have the Weber yet. We want to get that soon. We do have the money for it at this point, so that probably makes good sense. It replaces a lot of tools. There we go. That one's powered up. Might as well change that one out and let this battery charge some. So I'm actually going to clear and then inventory here. And it was the grinder. But if we end up getting a laser torch, the grinder will not be a problem because you replace it. So there we go. Okay, hopefully he's more happy now. Let's see if we can get him to auto task. There might not be a lot to do, honestly. This ship's in pretty good shape. Oh, we just had a little spark here, though. You could stand to restore that. Got to almost be there by now. All right, he's doing just fine. Let's try restoring the O2 bottle. He's done. Good. All right, do we want to maybe try this real quick? I can slow time down. How far out are we? Let's check. Do we have nav map? We don't. We will hit home, nav map. Oh, we're getting right there, aren't we? 7 kilometers, I think. Yeah, we'll do it as soon as we dock. I'll see about refilling this bottle and trying to not make it explode. There we go. And we are through the perfunctories there. Not bad. I hate when that goes off while you're trying to dock and then it just keeps going. There we go. Docked. Outstanding. Okay, you know what I didn't do is, isn't this loaded down? It is. It's completely loaded down and I did nothing. So we're going to do that real quick. We'll unload these things. We will do a couple of bins. We'll do repairs on all of these and we will see about selling it all off. The motherboard, well, I'm going to go ahead and, where's components? Is that components? I can't remember. Yeah, it is. We'll take care of that in just a moment. This guy, can we get him up here? Nope. Have to put him there. Come back down. Components is this one. Inventory, we're almost done here. A couple more. That'll go there. That'll go there. And then we will do restoration and then go sell everything. Why don't we go ahead and pick up at that spot in the next episode. Again, I apologize for the weirdness right there in the middle. Hopefully it's not too distracting and that you will continue with the series as we move forward. Again, thank you for your time, and until next, fair travels.